Right, I was going to do this video outside, but I've decided to do it in my Durston 2P or 2-person. This video is basically about Flextail accessories and a few that I've got along the way and some that I've just picked up. So everybody knows that I always use the Flextail pillow because I believe it's probably the best one I've ever had. Now this is the Ultralight pillow. It's fantastic in my eyes. It is one of the best ones I've had. The old pull string to go around your Airmat, and it takes a couple of puffs to do it up. As you can see, it's got a nice ergonomic shape to fit your neck, but it is the best pillow I've had, and it weighs in pretty well. So I'll stick the specs up here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool pillow, but that is not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about Flextail Pump, the Flextail Pump, the Flextail Pump. Now, no matter which one you've got, they all work generically, basically the same. But my main thing to talk about today is a mat that I've been using on the Cotswold way, and this was the one that I was using. So this is the Zero Mattress R05 regular 5.6 R value, which is an ultralight air sleeping pad. Like I said, it's the 5.6 R value. Everybody always says that the R value doesn't really match up all the time, and you're probably right. But I've really enjoyed it on the Cotswolds. Like every mattress, they're always going to go down that tiny little bit during the night, and yeah, it did. Only a tiny bit though. Now these mats retail at roughly 115 quid. This one is a regular. Its measurements are there, which is 183 times by 65 times by 7 centimeters. So it's quite chunky, and it's light as hell. This is a good mat. They also state on the website that this is a 4-season ultralight air sleeping pad. It's 24.3 ounces, or in kilograms that's about 688 grams. Going into more in depth, it's thermal insulated. It's got 7 layers of structure within it, so it's definitely got that. Now it's easy to inflate. You can either use the new Flextail pump, you can use your old Flextail. I think this is the Flextail X2, and then you can go for the mega old one, which has been through some battering times, which I believe is still the best one. Now these come in 2 types of mats. One is the R5 regular, and the other one is the R5 mummy, which I believe Messner didn't get on with. I think he bought that one because of size and weight, but I don't think he actually liked it. But this has been brilliant so far. Like I said, I used it on the Cotswolds way, and yeah, it came up trumps. Especially considering I was under my tarp from my ultralight hammock, so that was a funny weird one that I'd set up. So like I said, it's 24 ounces. It's a stand pipe structure, heat resistant. But let's get into this, shall we? Right, before I get it out, I'm gonna introduce you to the Flextail 12 ounce Zero pump. It comes as standard in this little box. And in this box, a little unboxing here, all your little attachments or accessories to blow up any kind of, whether it be a pillow, a different air mat. I'll be using the thermarest as well. So right, they are calling this the world's lightest pump, but you can also buy this as part of a deal as well. And the deals will be, you can either buy the standard Zero pump on its own, which would be roughly 42 quid or $50 odd or 50 odd euros. A 2-pack will set you back about 78 quid. Bearing in mind though, you can sometimes get 20% off, 10% off. So it is worth waiting out for a deal if you want to get one of these. You can either buy these with the Zero pump and the Zero pump vacuum bags, which I've actually got, but I've never used, to be honest. So when I say it's a Zero pump with 1 extra battery, bearing in mind, if you can see that, it is USB. So you actually recharge them, you can recharge it off a power bank or any other USB. Now, weighing in at 1.2 ounces, I think it says it there. It's 2.9 inches by 1.2 inches. So yeah, it probably is the world's smallest pump, but is it as powerful as your other Flextails? I'm not so sure. Ted's come to say hello. Hey Ted. Yeah baby, Ted likes the R mattress too. Ted likes the Flextail mattress too, yeah. Yeah he does, see? I'm gonna set the Flextail mat up and we will give it a pump and see how long it takes. Ted? No, you're not allowed to go on this one, darling. This is the mat. Right. What do you want? I've just had to chip Ted out because he's getting in the way. Right, let's pump the Flextail R5 up now. And we'll time it for you. Pump's all set up. Got a timer there. I'll press the timer at the same time as the pump and we'll see how long it takes. So there you are, it took exactly a minute. It is a good air mat. As you can see, my dog's nails are all over it. It did get tested on the Cotswold way over 3 nights. And yeah, I think this is a super uber mat. Can you stop going over it now though? Although it will get broken soon because Ted's going to jump all over it. Also quickly, I'm going to wrap the pillow around there so you can see how it all fits together. Now, bearing in mind I am 5'10", and my... Do you mind? Bearing in mind I am 5'10", with my feet at the bottom and my head at the top. So this is when my feet directly at the bottom, and this straight line back 5'10" is how I look. Right, this is with me sitting all the way to the top. So as you can see, plenty of space. And now, bearing in mind I am in the Durston X-Mid 2. So I've got plenty of room, top and bottom. Right, so this is full length stretch out. So the one thing I will say, the thermal insulation is only here to here. The 2 end baffles are just to keep you stabilised in the centre, but it still works perfect. So just as a quick secondary test, I'm going to try the Zero pump, the Thermarest Neo Air Ultralight Large. Let's see how that rocks it. This is the pump test for the Flextail Pump Zero on the Neo Air Ultralight. Let's start the clock. I genuinely only use the Neo Air Ultralight, and I only have done for the past 3 years. I'm not one of these that goes out and buy mats nilly-willy, although I did want to try the Flextail one out, and I find it super uber. And compared to the Thermarest Neo Air Ultralight does weigh a lot less. I'll stick the specs up there to the Neo Air Thermarest Ultralight Large, and I'll stick the specs up there for the Flextail, so you can have both of them. You can always pause if you need to. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the old Flextail tiny pump and do the mat, and I want to see what time it's going to take for that, because remember, this is the oldest pump that was released by Flextail. My eyes, still one of the best. It's helped me start a fair few fires in the past and a fair few Barbies. So let's get it up. Here we go again. So that is the Flextail tiny pump on the Flextail R5 mat. Did not expect that as a timing. Last one, we're going to try and see what the Flextail times 2. Let's see how well that one does. Bearing in mind, we'll take a couple of seconds off for this one. So about 1 minute 20. Right, completely deflated, pumps in properly, let's go. So we'll give it a 2 second head start. Ready? And there we have it. So that time it took me 1 minute 40, so it's pretty, could be anything that stops it. Deflated, let's go again. 2 second head start. Yeah. So my overall feeling on the Zero pump, yes, I do like it. Yes, it can be good, it's small, but so are the other two, so I'd probably use any one of them. As for the mat is brilliant. Now I can't speak for Messner's video where he took the other shape, but the rectangular one is definitely brilliant. I do like it, yeah, it's good. Well, that's it for today. That's me from inside the Durston X-Mid 2. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Do you remember when the UL80 came out, the Trekology UL80? Now this is 20 times better than that, but it feels like it.